Hello, 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 it's Dolly. Welcome to my channel, Scrapping on the Go. This process video is for Mix It Media Frenzy with Krista, Kathy, Ronnie, Sue, Scrappy Sisters, and Scrappy Kathy and myself. This Friday, we are scrap lifting this layout. And for the life of me, I cannot remember who the original creator, but when you hop along, I know Krista will know who it is, and she'll mention it in her video. And she is our host. She's the one that put this collaboration team together. These products in front of you is what I pre-selected to document a photograph of my mother from 1961. As I bring back the pieces, I will tell you if I can remember who the manufacturer are. Let's get started with the painting. I am using a 1-inch flat brush. The watercolor paint that I'm using is from Rachel Beth Handmade Watercolors. These colors were released in November. She has a side job. She has a regular full-time job like most of us. And then she has her hobby job of making these beautiful paint colors. And she releases about 6 colors, sometimes just 4, every Friday. And you have to get your hands on them because once they're gone, they're gone. She doesn't repeat it. Some of them are seasonal, like she might bring back a version of it like the following year, but not necessarily the exact. But she does on her metallic ones. But anyway, let's go back to this layout. That 12 by 12 sheet of paper, for the life of me, I cannot remember if that came from Photoplay or what was the other collection I was thinking? It's not crepe paper because it's too thin. And I did use white gesso. I prepped it ahead of time so that it could dry on the back, on that paper. All right, so that brick reddish color is from the Falling Leaves release from November when she released it, or October. And the color I'm using is called Sweet Gum. And then that green is called Woodland. And then I'm using her gold watercolor paint and I'm doing some splatters. So if you want to go check her out, all you have to do is go to Etsy and find Rachel Beth, and she releases every Friday. All right, now I'm bringing in the photograph of my mother, which she is celebrating her birthday, and I think she's 18 in this photograph. And I originally already scrapped this photograph, and I'm re-scrapping it. I did not like, because it was back in the day when I was way brand new as a scrapbooker, 15, 16 years ago. And actually the paper that I used was just really plain, and this photograph was just kind of like slapped in the middle. And I'm like, you know what? I need to make this pretty. And again, in honoring mothers for the month of May, I am redoing this. And I should have taken a photograph before I lifted it off the page. And it came off really easy. So I was lucky about that. All right, and I double matted that photograph. Now these chipboard pieces, flower pieces, I picked those up at Hobby Lobbies. They were like hanging on hooks above where they kept all the stickers in my store. And I had never really noticed them, but they have a small little grouping, and I guess they use them for card makers because the patterns repeat, and see all those different. And I thought, you know what? I don't use a ton of flowers, but I get in moods, and I will use a ton for the month of May because 90% of all my layouts are going to be female based, because for the, we know Mother's Day is in May, and so I thought it would be a perfect time to scrap or document photographs that I have of women in my life. And my mother has passed about 10 years ago, but she's still in my heart. All right, so I'm placing these flowers along or placing one chipboard in the upper, left-hand corner, one in the lower right-hand corner. You notice the one in the upper left is tucked under, the one in the lower right is on top of the photograph. Now these phrase, they call them phrase and accent stickers. It's called Home, and I don't remember what collection they came out with, but they're from American Crafts. And I'm putting out Happy Birthday. And then I'll add a couple word phrases where you see that gold tab. I'll add a word phrase under there that says a perfect, oops, I'm sorry, that was my computer, a perfect day. And then underneath that says make a wish. And then in this little pack, there were these little flowers, and you see that I'm placing them in the lower left-hand corner, but I'm going to move them up on that green strip of paint. And then I'm going to add some enamel dots and do a little bit of journaling. There is a puffy scallop under that photograph, and that is from an old Felicity Jane die cut pack that I had, and they were all puffy elements. They're not available anymore. It's been in my stash for about 3 or 4 years. And this layout is complete. So this is a very, very simple mixed media layout. If you're afraid to try, this is something you can try. It's very, very, very easy. Clear gesso, let it dry for about 20 minutes. Get some watercolor paint, use a 1-inch flat brush, and just do a stroke. And you know what? You can practice on copy paper if you're afraid. But I mean, no joke, I didn't even edit me doing the strokes out. Make sure you check out all the other ladies. Their links will be listed below. Give us a thumbs up. Keep coming back every Friday. Share our channel. I appreciate you all. Have a fabulous day. See you next time. Bye.